Hey Daniel, do you want to take a voyage through Carl's mind for a minute? Anybody welcome. Welcome to the Twilight Zone. I'll let this lady take her off from here.
Did he feel that very few people really understood synchronicity?
Yes.
I have a devil of a time with it. Really.
It's hellishly difficult. Terribly difficult. It's so tricky because it's very easy seemingly. You have to only slip back into primitive magical thinking. You know, all our conversation about imps being in the machine and so on. If you formulate it that way, like primitives saying there are imps in the machine and now look here, the jet plane is just coming when I'm saying that and so on. You can just regress into magical thinking. And magical thinking is at the bottom of us all because it's the old way humanity always thought. But that's regression. The difficulty is to go forwards beyond causality in the strict scientific world.
Well, anyways, Daniel, I just thought, synchronicity, bud. This is how I think my mind works. I try and I guess they call it magic, Daniel. I just call it playing with the universe, you know what I mean? And I'll give you a few examples. Like we talked about earlier, bud. I said I had this thing all set up and like, where would a duck come from? I'm like, what is this and why am I adding it? And I never did the video, and then you pulled the duck card. Still don't know what the duck means, but I'll remember if little things like that, Daniel. Do you remember seeing this before, bud? That was under that Thunderbird disc. I don't know if you paid attention to that video or not, but I don't know why I did that, but I just did it. I just had fun. I just played with the universe, you know what I mean? And then I played a little more, and for some reason I did this, right, bud? You see that? So I did that, Daniel. The 3 was backwards. So I mentioned that in your video. Anyways, so I'm just sitting here and I'm like, this was yesterday I did this, and then the paper was laying there and I'm like, 639, what's that? What is that? Just because I thought the universe was telling me something, Daniel. So I look in there and I'm like, what's 639? And turns out 639, it's like a Hertz frequency, eh, bud? She's the love frequency. And well, what did Tesla tell us? What were the keys to the universe? He said something about the numbers 6, 3, and 9. Didn't say they had to be in order, did he? I'm just saying maybe. I did a lot of time on that 369 thing earlier too. I like to play around with the universe a bit, but I thought that was kind of interesting. I don't know if anybody's come up with that concept before or not. Maybe that HARP or DARPA or whatever, maybe it's just shooting off some bad frequencies, you know what I mean? Kanye told us it's in our music. So did Marilyn Manson. He told us he's drugging the music. You know what I mean? Maybe it's bad frequencies, not getting it to us to that 639. But anyways, like lots of little synchronicities, bud. Just try and have fun with the universe. And the universe will tell you things. And that's where I run into problems, right, bud? I try and show people, not what's going to happen, but possibilities based on what's been done in the past, because sometimes I have to get in our little time machine here and I go on the YouTube and I sit myself back in time and I try and see what's been going on and see what's going on today, and you can kind of guess the future, you know what I mean? But so all you can try and do is put forth your best effort to kind of warn people, but I get in trouble there. But anyways, back to synchronicities. I had a huge one just earlier, bud. So that girl, that blonde girl or whatever, I may have to do a video to her video, because she, I thought, was talking a whole lot of nonsense about Jesus. And you know how I feel about Jesus. He was a warrior. He stood up for what was right. And he always only just wanted the truth, right? There's no sunshine and rainbows with the truth sometimes. And she was trying to say the wheat and the weeds. Maybe the wheat has to separate itself from the weeds, you know what I mean? That's what I think. But hey, anyways, Daniel, fuck, I went too long on this, eh? I'm losing it. Anyways, bud, the synchronicity was, I was thinking, because I was ready to do a video, and I'm like doing a little prayer, and I'm like, God, are my interpretations of Jesus wrong? Like, and then all of a sudden, like a right earring, like I've never had before. I had bought, she was pretty strong. And so I tried playing with the universe. I was like, hey, what is getting a big right ear ring? And fucking, was that, well, I got tinnitus, bud. Nah, spiritual meaning is, well, it's time to get to work, soldier. Maybe I'm thinking right, I don't know. But hey, just keep playing with the universe, only wanting the truth.